who are listening to this book know I'm a big proponent of content. We're going to break it down heavy in this book, but this is the first time I want to break out of the reading of the book and just say, first of all, thank you for listening. I'm super hyped to be reading this for you. And I think that this is a book that has a lot of potential. Jab, 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 right hook was a book that I came out with that I know impacted a lot of you. In a lot of ways, this was the follow-up to this book. As a matter of fact, this book originally was called Jab, 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 Left Hook. And I'm excited to be here. And I also want to say thank you to Nathan for giving me that shout out. It's nice to know that the positive impacts helping people. Now back to the book. This ocean spray story is just one of the many examples that capture what modern advertising looks like. There are countless brands, small businesses, service providers, influencers, and content creators that have seen life-changing sales numbers from content that didn't look like traditional commercials or banner ads. For instance, a hip-hop themed lip balm named Trapsticks had 75 orders between 2018 and 2020. After a series of overperforming TikTok videos, they went on to sell 50,000 units in 2 years. Similarly, a daughter helped turn her dad's novel into a bestseller more than a decade after its release, thanks to a popular video she made. Stories like this happening around the world every day. It's not just TikTok either. Small businesses are using YouTube Shorts to rank their videos in search queries to drive leads. Plenty of creators across YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Twitter are using these platforms to build massive communities of their own and even create their own products that rival those of larger brands. As I'm recording this, my team and I are using Facebook Reels to drive signups for winetext.com, a deal of the day wine SMS service associated with my dad's business. By the way, please just go to winetext.com and sign up. And if you do, also email my dad, Sasha, at winelibrary.com. That's SASHA at winelibrary.com. It will absolutely make his day. I can't wait to see him hit me up and tell me about all the emails he's getting. Anyway, back to the book. If you picked up this book, you probably already know you should be on social media. Compared to October 2009, when my first book, Crush It, came out, there are far fewer people who doubt that social media works. However, only a small percentage of that group truly understands how to use modern advertising platforms to build brand and grow sales in today's rapidly changing environment. This book will give you the blueprint. Day trading attention and why it matters. In 2013, I wrote Jab, 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 Right Hook, How to Tell Your Story in a Noisy Social Media World. It was a guide on how to communicate on the social media platforms of the day. Given how much the advertising landscape has changed in the 10 years that have since passed, I figured it was time for an updated version. I thought about calling this book Jab, 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 Left Hook, a fitting name for the sequel. I eventually decided on day trading attention because it best describes not only what I do for a living, but also the number one skill set that you need to master today's advertising landscape. Understanding attention, what it is, where it's underpriced, and how to leverage it for brand building and sales. This isn't a book about just social media. It's a book about mastering the art and science of storytelling in modern, underpriced attention channels. Of course, social media happens to be a huge part of that. But as you'll hear over the course of this book, it can also involve strategies like event marketing, developing collectible products, running ads on streaming services, brand collaborations, influencer partnerships, and potentially even traditional advertising campaigns like TV commercials or billboards in some cases. Just as a day trader constantly studies financial markets to keep a pulse on what's happening, you must constantly study what people are paying attention to, the cost associated with capturing that attention, and how it shifts by the day. This is how you'll find the best marketing and sales strategies for your business or brand.